Welcome to the Fantasy Football Profit Podcast, hosted by Craig Phillips and Jeff Torrey. Visit us at fantasyfootballprofit.com. And now your hosts, Craig and Jeff.
Welcome everyone to the Fantasy Football Profit Podcast. I'm Craig Phillips, joined as always by Jeff Torrey. And today we're doing our first mock draft for 2020 before the Super Bowl is even hit, which is kind of feels a little early, doesn't it? But not really. We're good, right?
Never too early for a mock.
Yeah, I didn't think it's too early. So we're going to do our first mock draft. Just going to start in about a minute and a half. I have the fifth pick. Jeff is going 9. We're going 10 teams this one. 10 teams, half PPR, so see how we do. But I say, before we jump into that, we have a minute. Quickly. Whoa, I'm dropping stuff and taking my headphones off. Before we do that, Jeff, we've got to make our Super Bowl picks here in our minute here.
Here we go.
But we're picking against this point spread because, once again, this is brought to you by MyBookie.com. Thanks to MyBookie for, once again, jumping in, sponsoring the podcast. So this is like the best weekend ever to go bet on stuff. Go to MyBookie, use that promo code PROFIT, and they'll give you half of your money basically for free. So go make – how many prop bets are out there? You can bet on the national anthem. You can bet on every single thing you can possibly think of in this game.
So much fun.
It's like you can just put your money into this. It makes the game even that much more exciting. So go over to MyBookie, use that promo code PROFIT, PROPHET. Get your bets in for this week. So we got to pick this game here. And currently, Chiefs, 1.5 point favorites. Chiefs, 1.5 point favorites as we head to the Super Bowl.
You know, the point spread doesn't do a whole lot for either team.
Nope.
So I got to go with who I think is going to win this. And I believe that you're going to get the opportunity to tie me in the playoffs.
That's right. I'm one down on you for the season.
Entire season.
We're tied for the playoffs.
Tied for the playoffs. So I'm going to take San Fran.
All right. I'm going Kansas City. Here we go.
There you go. I knew that you wanted to take them anyway.
So the draft's about to start, but make sure you guys go over to MyBookie. Use that promo code PROFIT. Get in on this weekend's action. There's a lot of good stuff you can get. All right, here we go. Draft started up. Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Saquon, Michael Thomas at 4. So that puts me on the clock at 5. See, I don't even know what to expect this year yet at all. It's this is an interesting spot because a lot of people might say pick Derrick Henry here, but I can't do that. I mean, can you do that?
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, he's gonna be quite high, but I feel like there's a few other guys that I just feel better about still.
Yep. So people were saying crap like Henry should be ranked ahead of this guy, but no, I'm going with Zeke. I mean, right? It just goes Zeke. Zeke at 5, I think works out really well. Nick Chubb, 6th pick in the. So Derrick Henry hasn't even gone yet. This might be a spot. You're up with Derrick Henry out available. So it went Chubb, Juju. This calculator is a little screwy right now. Maybe people are drafting Juju early for some reason. Juju's up there. Alvin Kamara. Jeff, you're up. And yeah, who would you go after here? Derrick Henry? It's kind of hard to almost pass up at this point.
Yeah, I am going to go with the monster that is known as Derrick Henry. I feel good about that one. And then it will come back around to me because that was the number 9 pick. 2 individuals. DeAndre Hopkins, which is not going to be surprising to anyone, went. And then Odell Beckham, which will be a very, very interesting pick where he ends up going. He's going to be all over the board, which will be a lot of fun to watch. I probably won't take the risk on him, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, not there. I'm not going to. I don't think he won't end up getting picked this place. This is just it's very, very early. But yeah, there's no way you can go with him there. So who are you taking here? It's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little safe on this one. As long as it goes through. I'm going to go Julio. There's a lot of people you can pick right there. Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, and Tyreek Hill, the 3 wide receivers that went after me. Those 3 individuals I could have taken as well. I honestly think I might have leaned towards Tyreek if I didn't go Julio. Just the way I'm thinking right off the bat. Just not exactly knowing Green Bay, how, if they're going to be a run-heavy offense once again. And Mike Evans with Jameis, I would kind of need the offseason to really vet it out. What are you thinking right now? Now that a run on wide receivers just occurred,
I feel lost. I'm not. This is harder than I expected. But I guess I'm just gonna go running back. I'm gonna go what I like the most after all those receivers went off the board. And this is where I'm picking this year. I'm going Mixon over Aaron Jones. That's where I'm at right now. I like Mixon actually a little better than Aaron Jones for some reason. So that's what I'm going with this year. So I picked him to pair with Zeke, and then Fournette went DJ Moore. That's a little early. I love DJ Moore though for next year. I really do. DJ Moore, Godwin, Josh Jacobs, Kenny Galladay, Melvin Gordon, Cortland Sutton as a third rounder. I wonder if that's gonna. I don't feel like that'll end up happening that early, but he maybe he's gonna be hyped up. Then Keenan Allen. So I'm back on the clock, and you know what? Aaron Jones is still out there. I have to. I'm just gonna load up a running back. I don't know. I have to. Zeke, Mixon, and Aaron Jones. I'm going all running back here. They're just there. I feel. I don't know. I have to do it. I'm going talent.
All right.
So then Kupp, Kittle, and Diggs went.
Honestly, because Kittle went, I'm gonna jump a little ahead. I'm gonna take Travis Kelce with this pick. I like a lot of players that I can still get, so I'm gonna go with the guy in the situation that I have no idea, as the tight end position. Because after that, I mean, do you trust Hooper? Do you trust Andrews again? Do you go with the Hunter Henry who gets hurt a lot? So I like kind of jumping up a little more and getting a sure thing in my mind, who I think can even do better than he did this year, and he was still good.
So after you picked Kelce, it went David Montgomery at the end of the third. Yeah. Don't like that. Pat Mahomes went at the beginning of the fourth as the first QB. So you're up again. Do you get Lamar?
There is. Yeah.
Is there any thought of Lamar right here? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame anyone for getting him, but right now, because it's in the fourth and I can still get this guy, I still believe in him to a certain extent. In the fourth round, you can't go wrong. I'm still going to go Todd Gurley in the fourth round.
You love it. There went Lamar right after. Then Amari Cooper, Chris Carson. So I'm on the clock. I should probably get a wide receiver, but
who are you looking at right here? Because it does get, I won't say thin. There's a lot of good talent.
There's talent.
Is there anyone that stands out in your mind? Because right now the guys, and this is weighted a little strange, but it's not completely off. Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson, Tyler Boyd, DJ Chark, Adam Thielen, Robert Woods, Deebo Samuel. Those are the guys listed. But you really could go any which way. I mean, T.Y. Hilton is right after those guys. You have A.J. Brown still there.
This might not be great, but I think I feel okay about it. I'm going to go Adam Thielen just because I think the injury had a lot. I mean, he was hurt last year, and before that he was good. I think you're going to see a bounce back from Adam Thielen.
I really like that.
It would have been Thielen or probably like Lockett, but I'm not a Lockett guy. Not a huge Lockett guy. I'm just not there in Lockett. Allen Robinson, I think Thielen's the pick. So after I picked Thielen, it did go Chark, Robinson, Lockett, Robert Woods, Kerryon, Deebo, Le'Veon Bell in the fifth. Man.
Wow, he fell off.
Evan Ingram. Then I'm back up. I should probably go second receiver possibly here. And you know what? This is where I'll go, hoping he's healthy. Man, I like some of these guys. I guess I'll go T.Y.
T.Y. I think that's a solid pick.
I mean, I got some value on receivers here because of their injuries last year, and they're not sure things. But to pair them with Zeke, Mixon, Jones, I'll take Thielen and Hilton. I'm okay with that. Miles Sanders went after I picked there. Phillip Lindsay, James Conner. I think Miles Sanders is going to be one of those people that rises in drafts.
100%. Miles Sanders probably would have been my pick right here. There's a lot of good guys to pick still. But I'm going to go with one of the guys I really, really like. I'm going to take a little bit leap of faith. I'm going to jump over someone like Mark Ingram, Marlon Mack, a little safer. I'm going to go with Devin Singletary here.
Yeah, I'm a big Singletary fan.
Yeah, as my third running back, I think that he has a lot to offer. And
Tyler Boyd went, Austin Eckler's good.
And this one is a little bit of I can go a lot of different ways, but I'm going to go for the high upside, hoping that he still has it, because I don't think he'll wait this long depending on the news on him. But AJ Green is still here because people don't know what to do with him at the moment. I'm going to take AJ Green as my very high upside 6th round pick. I think I can get more depth there. And if he does, turn out to be old AJ Green, I have AJ Green and Julio Jones. I'm loving life.
Then it went Jarvis, Deshaun Watson, Christian Kirk puts me back on the clock. I'm going to go one more wide receiver. I like a lot of these guys. I'll go AJ Brown.
Dang it. I don't know why I thought maybe he would hang around, but
I like the way this has turned out for me. I like those 3 running backs, and I like these 3 receivers. Zeke, Mixon, Jones, Thielen, Hilton, A.J. Brown, love it. Mark Ingram went, Zach Ertz, Marlon Mack, Calvin Ridley, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Devontae Freeman. Do you feel like these middle rounds have more talent than you remember from last year?
Yes, and
Something about this, right? Feels like there's more talent here.
I still think there's a ton of talent. I mean, I could start naming off players to like tip my hat, but I mean, a lot of people are in love with Devontae Parker right now.
Yeah.
He's still out there. Julian Edelman's still out there. Terry McLaurin, who kind of set the world on fire. There's plenty of, and that's just wide receiver talent.
Well, and here's what I'm going to do. This is putting myself out there on a limb here because I'm really a big fan of this guy, and this is going to be healthy. I'm going Darius Geis. I think Darius Geis, if the guy can stay healthy, which now everyone, he gets this injury-prone label. I don't know if that's the case. I think there's been some freak stuff. If he's healthy, this guy is good. He looked really, really good before that injury. And I don't know how serious it was. They shut him down because they didn't need to put him out there. But I'll go Geis as my 4th running back. So after I picked Geis, I went Hunter Henry, Kareem Hunt, Austin Hooper, Jeff's up. Man, I think there's a lot of talent.
I'm going. My team is going to be pretty much all upside. So
I love some of these receivers yet.
I'm going. Yeah, I do too. But I'm actually going to start with a running back because I don't think there's as many left, and I am going to go for Kenyon Drake in hopes that continues to happen in Arizona and he takes over for David Johnson. I think that could be a really good offense coming up. He showed glimpses. I liked him in Miami, even though he was only getting 8 carries a game. So I don't know. I'm going to take the upside as a 4th running back.
And then after you picked Drake, it went TJ Hawkinson. People, maybe there's some, buying the 2nd-year thing there. And then Gallup. I love Gallup.
I do too.
Especially, depends on what happens with Cooper here. If Amari Cooper's not around, Gallup's going to be a huge pickup. But either way, I think Gallup's going to be really good.
All right. So I'm going to, much like you did with Geis, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And I believed him in last year. I got him very late. I'm going to get him in the 8th round this year, so moves up a few, but I'm going to go with DK Metcalf.
I was going to pick him.
So the freak that has Russell Wilson throwing to him, I'm expecting
big things.
Yes. So
we'll see.
Kyler. Kyler goes.
I would have liked Kyler.
Actually, I haven't been looking at QBs at all because I just think there's so many.
At this point, without Kyler, I'm fine waiting. So after you pick DK, Rashad Penny went, Brandon Cooks went, then Kyler. So it puts me up. Some of my guys I really like the receiver went here. Julian Edelman's still out there too. You know what? I'm going to get myself a tight end. Yeah, I'm going to go get Mark Andrews.
Jesus, he's still there?
Yeah. I'll go get Mark Andrews to add to my collection of talent.
Honestly, well, you could have played with I was going to say, Darren Waller is still out there too, and he just went.
So after I picked Andrews, went N'Keal Harry, David Johnson, I'm kind of just out on David Johnson completely. I kind of feel like he's done.
I grabbed Drake, so.
I think he's done. And then it went Darren Waller, Njoku. I'm kind of out on Njoku too. I can't buy in again, but maybe that'll be the Parker of the year. Devontae Parker. We finally give up on a guy and he comes up and does something. Will Fuller, Marquise Brown, Terry McLaurin. Some more 2nd-year receivers there in Brown and McLaurin who could be really good. Josh Allen. I think it's always a good pick in Josh Allen. So it puts me on the clock. And there's some potential players. I'm going to go load up at running back and get another one. And as my 5th, I'm okay with this. Sony Michel. Not the biggest Sony Michel fan, but as a 5th running back, I don't think you go wrong. Yeah. It's just some depth. Mike Williams went, Tevin Coleman went, then Julian Edelman went before your pick, Jeff. So we could go. We each have plenty of running backs. We have wide receivers. We each have a tight end. We could look at quarterback, or you could just keep piling up the talent.
Pile up that talent, because I don't think, and what I do think that he will regress, but in the 9th round, I'm willing to take that risk, and I think I can shove him off. I think I can get more in a trade than he's worth in the draft at the moment. So I'm going to go Devontae Parker.
I thought about him here too, but I'm just something about it. I'm not sold.
I'm not sold.
But in the 9th,
I was going to say in the 9th, I looked at everyone around him and I was kind of like,
yeah, he's the guy to pick there. And then James White went, John Brown went, Jeff's back on the clock. I mean, there's still some talent. Now it's starting to dwindle a little bit, but it didn't dwindle. I used to hate those middle rounds, and I don't hate the middle rounds this year so far. That can obviously change, but right now I don't hate the middle rounds. It's kind of man, there's a lot of talent.
Yeah, there's still a lot out here. Trying to think if there's a. I'm going to wait on QB because I think it is so darn deep. And once again, I'm going to go back in my word here because he waited around for so long. I'm going to go Mostert. I honestly believe that both of these picks are upside picks that I can trade away early if I don't believe in them.
Yeah.
I think I can get better players than that were taken earlier in the draft.
So then Sterling Shepard, Tariq Cohen, Marvin Jones puts me on the clock. What do I have? I have 3 receivers. I have 5 running backs. I should probably get a receiver. But what that is, I don't know. This is where I don't have one that I'm just really sold on right here at all, honestly. Screw it. I'm going to wait. I'll get one, but I'm not going to get one yet. So I'll take another one. We'll see. He's been better lately. Damian Williams. I'll just maybe.
I saw him too. And I was like, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. That's my 6th. The thing is, the receivers there, I'm just not. Like, okay, after I picked Williams, some receivers went off the board. They were Corey Davis, D.D. Westbrook, Alshon Jeffrey, Sammy Watkins. Telling you, I didn't want any of those guys. I mean, do you want anything to do with Corey Davis, D.D. Westbrook, Alshon Jeffrey, Sammy Watkins? I don't want them.
No, I don't either. I do have to say Corey Davis intrigues me a little bit, but it's a stretch, right? I have no reason to actually believe in him. I just like that he's young and finally got a new quarterback. But
is it going to be that we always have the Devontae Parker thing? We said he was Devontae Parker. We worried about that. Is he Devontae Parker? And that was a bad thing. But now it can turn out maybe he is Devontae Parker and it's a good thing. So, all right. So this is where I'll go. I'll go some more upside here. I'll go McCole Hardman.
Ah, damn it. Darn it.
I like picking him a lot better than I like picking Sammy Watkins right now.
Yeah, I really like that pick. I think with the speed, you already saw how they try to get him involved with gadget plays and everything like that.
It's one of those things. If he learns the speed's there, the talent's there. If they just now use him a little differently, he doesn't have to just be the big to play guy. I mean, look at Tyreek Hill in his first year. He was just that big play, guy they used for the speed. And look at he turned into year 2. Like he's so much better as a receiver. So maybe Hardman has some of that. I think Sammy Watkins is just Sammy. Sammy Watkins is never going to be consistent. So now it will be since I said that.
Right. All right. Know what? Because I'm having fun with this one, I'm going to go. Or did they pick for me?
No, you missed it.
No! They gave me Matt Ryan. I don't want Matt Ryan.
Oh, good old Matt. Doesn't it just like...
it ruins my entire draft.
Doesn't it just like look bad for some reason?
All right.
So some of the picks around here that I missed. Well, Jeff's trying not to miss his next pick. After I picked Hardman, Madison went, Carson Wentz, Baker Mayfield. Jeff picked his favorite quarterback in Matt Ryan. Jimmy Garoppolo came off the board. Latavius Murray came off the board. Jeff's trying to make up for his mistakes, and he feels really bad about it. Matt Ryan. Actually, not a bad pick.
I'm going to leave one for you, but I'm picking guys that we believe in. Dallas Goedert, I'm going to throw him on there as a second tight end. Anything happens to Ertz, he's going to be money in the bank. I think he's worth it even if you don't.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
It was going to be between him and Gesicki, but I feel like I can't take Devontae Parker and Gesicki and then rail on Miami about their QB woes. So.
Man, all the quarterbacks are getting taken. Maybe it's a good thing you took Matt Ryan.
No, it's not. You can have him.
So I'm up. Oh, shoot, I should look at players. Let's see who's here. Is there anybody I like? Maybe I should just go pick a quarterback if there's one out there. No, there's not. Oh, God, what do I do? You know what? I think he's going to return. Drew Brees. There's the talk. Well, maybe he retires. He's not going to retire, right? He has too much left. So Brees will be my pick. I mean, the other options, I'm not going to get Goff or Darnold or maybe Daniel Jones becomes a thing.
Well, I mean,
maybe the thing is, maybe I don't go when I go Breeze. This might be where then I also try to get the young guy, kind of a thing to pair with it and hope he breaks out.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's where I think you go. And you know what? I will just back that up with Daniel Jones right here, because I think out of all the guys here, I think Daniel Jones might have that potential. I mean, he had some big games, so I'll take it. I'll take a chance. I think it's not a terrible idea to just go for the upside quarterback. I'm really going to try to get like Kyler, I think, in a lot of these drafts, or Josh Allen. But I'll take Breeze and Daniel Jones this time. So you're up on the clock. So after I pick Breeze, we've got a lot of stuff going. Arcega Whiteside, Robbie Anderson, Jamal Williams, Sam Darnold, James Washington, Darius Slayton, Noah Fant, Cam Newton, Daniel Jones, O.J. Howard, Tyrell Williams, Anthony Miller. I like Anthony Miller. After It took him a while to get going this year, but once he did, he was pretty impressive for the most part. He had the injury early and just kind of, I think, took him a long time to get back from it, but he was pretty decent at the end of the year. So I like him as a late pick. Jeff's up in the 13th. We got 2 more rounds over this. I think we're just completely skipping kicker and defense. We're not even going to worry about kicker and defense.
Yeah, whatever.
So you pick Gus Edwards. Wait, shoot, why not?
Yeah, I figured.
I kind of like Justice Hill a little bit too.
Yeah, I just thought I would go for, once again, we were big Mark Ingram fans, but at the same time, he is getting older. They were using Gus Edwards. I like whatever running back is going to get a lot of touches, so I'm going to take a flyer on him. And just because I'm picking people I love and I don't care necessarily about...
I mean, this late, you just go pick some players you like that might break out.
Right, if I can get to them quick enough. And I'm going to go ahead and take Ryan Tannehill.
There you go.
Ryan Tannehill, who was a top 5 quarterback for the second half of the season. I mean, I don't think he'll go this way, but he will be drafted relatively late. I don't know about 14th round. But, I mean, I ended up with Matt Ryan and Ryan Tannehill in drafting them rounds 11 and 14. Once again, if unless you really have your heart set on taking Lamar or Mahomes, who both went in the 4th round, and we all know that when it comes closer to the draft, it'll probably creep up even. Someone will fall in love with them. You can wait forever.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a flyer here. I kind of like this guy for 2020. I mean, we haven't talked about him at all, but Paris Campbell. I think there's something there. So it's something I like taking those flyers on maybe a second, third year guys.
Sure.
So Campbell, I think there's something with Campbell. So that's I have 5 receivers. I have 6. I have 6 running backs, 2 quarterbacks, tight end. I could go back up tight end. I could just get whatever talent I like here. You know what? I will go with what I like. And even though I got Mark Andrews, I don't care. Mike Gesicki.
I was waiting for that one.
I'll just end it with Mike Gesicki. Get my guy. I like this team. I'm a fan of my team. I'm liking this squad I put together. I would have liked. I mean, Breeze and Daniel Jones are fine at quarterback. I would have liked to pair this with like a Kyler Murray, but that's fine. I'll take it. Jeff, with his last pick, gonna pick just some talent out there.
You know what? Why not? It's just a fun team. So I'm going to give a shout out to last year a little bit, and who knows? Maybe he continues the streak, and I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, there we go.
Rashad Perriman.
Why not? Maybe.
Why not? Who knows? Mr. Irrelevant. You have to have a place to drop him, but you don't really know what's going to happen to him. Someone will give him a shot.
Yeah.
It will, more than likely Tampa Bay, but we'll find out.
Yeah, so you know what? Fun little thing to do early on. And the thing, I guess, that the main thing I'm taking from this is I actually enjoy the middle rounds this year and the talent that's out there. There's more than last year for me. I mean, in my, middle rounds, I got A.J. Brown, Darius Geis, Mark Andrews. I like that. And you got those same kind of, you got A.J., Kenyon Drake, DK Metcalf. There's some talent out there this year. I don't know how this first round's going to go. I don't yet know what I feel about what position I want to be in. You know what I mean? I don't know where that is yet. I just don't know.
It's hard to tell. It hasn't completely shaken out. I think this one, especially early on, I don't think Juju will go quite that high. I think Derrick Henry won't get to number 9, won't get to me.
No, but I think the 7, 8 in the draft is not terrible this year. I never really love those spots, but I feel like at that spot you get a pretty good running back and you can get a pretty good wide receiver. Maybe at 8 even in a 10 team, I'm saying, but I don't know. There's a lot of you're not getting the McCaffrey or Cook or Barkley or Zeke or probably Derrick Henry. Those are probably some of the top 5. Michael Thomas is probably right there too. But you can still get Chubb and Kamara. And Alvin Kamara at the back end of the first is awesome if you could pull that off. Man, this can be interesting to see how this all plays out. Obviously, this one's not fully there yet with everything. And there's going to be different things like where's Melvin Gordon? Where is he playing? Is he on the Chargers? And that changes everything. And Le'Veon Bell's not going to go in the 5th like he did in this. Even if people are down on him a little bit, he's going to go higher than that. But a lot of good stuff, though.
It kind of feels weird because it does feel like I took Julio, right? I took AJ Green, too, just knowing that, hey, I took a chance on him in the
And you took Todd Gurley. You're going old.
Yeah, I'm going old. But I was looking at that, and I was like, I do feel old. Like Julio Jones, do I think his career is over? No, but he is definitely one of the older wide receivers you can draft early. But even Mike Evans has felt like he's been around forever. Devontae Adams, no one feels like a new name.
I don't even know out of those receivers. I don't know. I mean, out of receivers in general, if it's not Michael Thomas.
But even Michael Thomas, I mean, he was still doing it even with Teddy Bridgewater.
But I'm saying,
but what if Breeze doesn't come back?
Michael Thomas, though, is like he feels like the surest thing.
He does.
Hopkins is still there, but he had he had a big stretch this past season where he wasn't DeAndre Hopkins. I think he picked it up towards the end.
I'm not gonna lie. I would not that I'm forgiving Tyreek, but I feel like Tyreek Hill has to be. I mean, he's gonna be in my top 5 because I just believe with him and Mahomes and being young and depending on what happens in the Super Bowl as well. I mean, whether or not they win, if they lose, they'll have a chip on their shoulder. If they win, they have to try to repeat. I feel like he is one of the safer picks because of the offense rather than, we saw what happened with Devontae Adams, right? I mean, we saw what happened to Juju, Odell, less sure thing. I don't know. Tyreek Hill definitely is kind of one of the guys that
I will say too. I think Devontae Adams. I still feel real comfortable with him. I think he'll be fine.
He's not gonna. Yeah,
he had the injury. He had the injury last year, so I feel pretty comfortable with him.
I do, but he doesn't feel like that surefire number one, like the way everyone was thinking about him this year.
Well, some of the other players, even like the third round guys this time around, like Cooper Kupp. I'm not like confident right now. He had the beginning of the year. I thought we were completely wrong, and like this guy's a star, and then he tailed off. He wasn't. So I don't know what that was. David Montgomery, you won't be finding him on my team.
Now, when did he go?
End of the third.
That's way too rich.
Yep, not doing that. He went ahead of Todd Gurley, which is stupid.
I know Todd Gurley didn't have the most wonderful year, but he still finished 12th?
He was honestly, he was
11th?
Decently,
something like that.
He was decently reliable. The thing is, the Gurley thing, we were wrong on Gurley not being the top, but it wasn't because of the injury. The thing is, we were wrong, but not in what everyone thought why he would drop. It's weird. Everyone thought he would be around 10 or 11, but it was all about injury, the knee. So even though we were wrong and others were right, it was because of the reasoning wasn't there.
Right, exactly.
We didn't expect the Rams offense and the offensive line to just completely fall off. Did you expect the Rams not to be a playoff team? Like, that was unexpected completely. Yeah. That had nothing to do with Todd Gurley's knee. So we were wrong on the positioning of him, and other people were right. But I feel like the process on how we got there, our process was still, it's like I don't know, I'm trying to say it like, oh yeah, no, we were actually right. We weren't actually right, but I think the process that we came up, we didn't believe that injury was a thing that was going to, hinder him. And it really, I don't feel like it did. It wasn't that. It was just, he had nowhere to run.
Yeah, I agree. I think that could almost be a discussion on its own. The process of thinking and how you get to a conclusion definitely does, it should be factored into whether or not you're right or wrong. And he is a perfect example of that. I think Juju would be another one. I mean, you could go down the line, and there's plenty of guys that are making very logical and good choices. Yep. But anyone that tells you like they thought Odell was going to fall off, you'd be like, why did you think he was going to fall off? And they'll be like, oh, I thought he was going to get hurt. And you're like, I
hate people. Really? Odell sucks now. Odell's no good. He'll never be great again. I mean, the guy's talented as can be. He's still one of, if not the most talented receiver out there. I mean, Michael Thomas is a different category. They're just different types of players. Odell is that talented, but it was a bad situation last year. It was just Freddie Kitchens was not an NFL head coach. Freddie Kitchens he just got another job. He's the tight end coach, I believe, for the Giants now. Like, that's where Freddie Kitchens should be.
Well, so no one draft Ingram.
Right. Like, Freddie Kitchens was not an NFL head coach. And Baker Mayfield needs to spend more time, I think, getting ready for the season. And the commercials need to stop there, Baker. Yeah. I have a feeling we will not see any Baker Mayfield commercials next year.
No, I do kind of expect him to bounce back. Like,
me too.
He's kind of one of those players that I kind of want to grab late.
Yeah, honestly, I really do think he seems like a guy, what happened to him is like he bought into his own hype.
Yeah. And
he didn't really work at it like he should have.
When all the way through college and even his first year, when he, didn't start because Tyrod Taylor started and everyone kind of was saying he was going to be, couldn't do it in Cleveland and all that. Anytime he plays with a chip on his shoulder, he plays really, really well. Yep. I think this was the first time where he didn't. Everyone believed in him. And it just, everything, I don't know, it didn't work out. But Odell is kind of one of those weird ones. I would not take him in the first round. I mean, I just wouldn't. I would start considering him in the back end of the second, depending on what other wide receivers are there. That's how talented I think he is. Even though he completely screwed so many people this year, I would still consider it.
The Baker Mayfield thing's going to be interesting because I really still think there's something there. I mean, people are writing him off way, way too early. Like, he showed a lot of promise his rookie year, and there was even some things last year. But Aaron Rodgers didn't start his first 3 seasons in the NFL. It wasn't until year 4 he was even a starter. Baker's only going to year 3. You look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees didn't start his rookie year. His second year, he threw 17 touchdowns, 16 picks. His third year, he threw 11 touchdowns, 15 picks. And then he played one more year with the Chargers after that.
Then he got traded.
They just didn't sign him. They just didn't re-sign him. They drafted Phillip Rivers and said, he was just done. So, the Chargers gave up on Drew Brees. It's way too early to give up on Baker. So he's going to be...
even look at Tannehill. And I know that Tannehill was in a much worse...
But it was many seasons. Yeah. How many years... What was Tannehill in?
Probably 8.
Year 8, right?
I don't know, but...
No, I think it was year 8, I believe. Tannehill here, he's 31 years old. Yeah. So this was, what is it? Year 7. This was year 7 he had 6 years in Miami. Miami gave up on him. And, he was actually not that bad. And Tannehill's, actually looking back at that, Tannehill he's third year, 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 12 picks. Year 2, 4,200, 24 touchdowns, 12 picks. Even his final year in Miami, 17 touchdowns, 9 picks. His ratio is pretty decent. Didn't throw many yards. I don't think he was ever that bad of a quarterback. He just needed a good running game around you, and look what you can do. But all right, I think that's going to do it for today. We'll be back next week. We'll talk about the Super Bowl. We have some more stuff for you. I think we're going to do another mock draft in maybe a few weeks, but bring some listeners in here. So if you guys are interested at all in doing a mock draft with us, maybe the upcoming weeks or whenever, just reach out to us on Instagram at Fantasy Football Profit, Twitter, the FF Profit. Go to email us, fantasyfootballprofit@gmail.com. Let us know if you want to be involved. We'll set up some times. It'd be fun to do with some actual people in there, and not just the computer picking random guys. But that will do it for today. Talk to you guys next week.